watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Officials in both Scranton and Wilkes-Barre decided to postpone their annual St. Patrick's Day parades this weekend due to health and safety concerns over the coronavirus. Mayor George Brown just held a press conference announcing that though it wasn't an easy decision to cancel the parade, the safety of residents is their first concern.
We don't take postponing the parade lightly. Any time that we have something that affects 3,000 to 4,000 residents and or visitors to the city, it's always a decision that we have to take seriously. And in light of the coronavirus and different people that we spoke to today, different healthcare providers, different specialist physicians, we decided that it would be best, after speaking to our medical director, to postpone the parade at this time. We're not canceling the parade, we're postponing it until a future date.
Many businesses in the Wilkes-Barre area and participants in the parade agree with the mayor that it's a good idea to put safety first.
We have spoken to some businesses, and actually one of the larger restaurants actually sought me out and said, Mayor, I think it would be a good idea if you make the decision not to have the parade, for the safety of the residents and everyone else. But what really weighed into the decision process was what's best for the residents and the visitors. And from the first day I took office, I told the public my #1 concern is the safety of our residents. So that's my priority, and that's the reason why I decided to postpone it.
Both cities plan on rescheduling their 2020 parades for a later date. Hazleton Area Superintendent Brian Uplinger met with us this morning to further address the precautionary actions that the district's taking against the coronavirus.
Uplinger wanted to make it clear once again that the district's actions are a proactive measure. Hazleton area students who have left the country will have to wait 2 weeks and obtain a doctor's note before they can re-enter school. Uplinger also asked parents to avoid overseas travel if possible on Monday.
We have implemented a new procedure right now to kind of combat, or not combat, but kind of get a little bit of ahead of the coronavirus in the area that may be coming in our area. Right now we have no confirmed cases within Hazleton or any of the outlying areas that encompass the HASD, but we wanted to be proactive and make sure that everybody understands that if you leave the country, then you're going to be asked to be quarantined, or basically quarantine yourself for at least 14 days to make sure that you're clear of any infection or any of the illness, any of the signs that come with the coronavirus.
Uplinger said this is not intended to cause panic, but only to make sure that everybody coming and going from the Hazleton Area School District continues to be safe.
We just want to make sure that all the 12,000 plus students that we have and the 1,500 plus employees that we have are safe and secure and not have to worry about any of that situation going on outside of the building.
In the meantime, the district continues to work out a plan to educate students in the event of a shutdown. We'll continue to update our viewers when more information is made public.
A drumsman was charged with theft for attempting to steal tires at a lot on Allen Street in the city of Hazleton. A witness called police around 11:30 Monday night and told officers 2 men pulled up to the lot and began loading tires in a Toyota 4Runner. The witness yelled at the duo to stop, and they took off on foot toward 15th Street. The Toyota was registered to 28-year-old Todd Ballas, who was picked up by officers on Boundary Street. He was charged with theft, receiving stolen property, and possession of drug paraphernalia, after police found hypodermic needles hidden in the tires. Police are searching for a Luzerne County inmate who walked off a work release program. The Kingston Municipal Police Department issued a warrant for Victor Amado Sigismondi. He was involved in an assault in Kingston Monday and is considered to be violent and dangerous. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is being asked to dial 911. The Department of Banking and Securities urges Pennsylvanians to watch their wallets, as well as their health, during the recent coronavirus outbreak. Scammers are trying to take advantage of the situation by calling people and asking for their financial information over the phone. Also, watch out for social media scams. Disregard unsolicited communications regarding investment opportunities related to the coronavirus. If you receive a phone call regarding these matters and are in doubt, just hang up. Never provide credit card or other financial or personal information over the phone. If you believe you've fallen victim to a scam, contact your local law enforcement. Geisinger enacted masking recommendations and visitor restrictions for people experiencing respiratory illness symptoms. Patients who exhibit symptoms will be provided a mask for use throughout their hospital or clinic stay. Visitors considered essential to be with the patient, including parents, spouses, or primary caregivers, should also wear a mask throughout their visits if they're showing symptoms of a respiratory illness. Others who are sick should not visit a hospital or clinic until their symptoms have subsided. Geisinger established a hotline to address questions and concerns. You can also visit geisinger.org/coronavirus. The American Red Cross encourages healthy individuals to give blood or platelets as concerns of the coronavirus rise within the United States. The organization's asking Americans to keep the blood supply stable during this challenging time. Low donation participation could harm blood availability at hospitals, which will affect patients in need. Donating blood is a safe process, and there's no data or evidence that the coronavirus can be transmitted by blood transfusions. There's numerous upcoming blood donation opportunities happening in northeastern Pennsylvania throughout the month of March. To make an appointment or find out more information about donating, be sure to visit redcrossblood.org. And there's sad news to report, as a longtime fixture in the legal world of northeastern Pennsylvania has passed away. Senior U.S. District Judge A. Richard Caputo was born in Port Chester, New York in 1938. He received his law degree from the University of Pennsylvania in 1963 and served in the Judge Advocate General's Department of the U.S. Air Force from 1964 to 67. He was in private practice until 97, when President Bill Clinton nominated him to assume a seat on the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Pennsylvania. He passed away this morning and is being remembered by friends and colleagues. Judge A. Richard Caputo was 81 years old. Coming up on Wyln News, LVHN physicians updated Hazleton Rotarians on the coronavirus. Plus, universities are taking COVID-19 action across the state. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Clouds tomorrow with a high of 48 and a low of 43. Morning rain on Friday, but we see some higher temperatures. Pretty decent weekend too. So we'll be right back.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone, go anywhere, create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
Hazelton Rotarians hosted a coronavirus presentation at their luncheon earlier this afternoon. WYLN's Rhino Sachi stopped in and has the details.
This afternoon, the Hazelton Rotary invited 2 professionals with Lehigh Valley Health Network to give updates on both what's currently going on and what the future holds, as well as some background history on COVID-19 or the coronavirus.
Well, it was an excellent scientific presentation based on the facts, and unfortunately the facts don't predict the future, and I think that's what we're all concerned about, is where are we going on this bus ride. We're trying to bring the Rotary Club and the community leaders up to date on this coronavirus epidemic that's currently the scourge locally and statewide and internationally. So we're trying to give an up-to-date on where we're going.
Both professionals felt it was important to accept their invitation to present this afternoon because there's still so many questions out there pertaining to COVID-19. It was a chance for a more one-on-one approach with people to give them facts rather than those with questions having to rely solely on the media.
I think it's very tenuous. I'm very concerned. This is an ever-evolving and changing landscape. There's a lot of new cases seemingly every day. There's more and more in Pennsylvania, as well as across the country. And although still the numbers are low historically compared to other viruses, as we talked about in the meeting, this virus isn't in all those places yet. And I think in time, as it spreads and moves forward, it's going to get more and more interesting.
Reporting in Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Universities across the state are responding to the coronavirus outbreak, including Bloomsburg University in Columbia County. The school will be extending its spring break by a week and suspending all university-sponsored non-athletic events and gatherings. Also canceled is university-sponsored travel for staff and students. Classes at Bloomsburg and Keystone College are expected to resume Monday, March 23rd. The universities of Scranton, Bucknell, and Westchester announced that classes will be conducted remotely as a safety precaution amidst the outbreak. East Stroudsburg and Lackawanna College also pushed back spring break to March 23rd. Penn State University announced that it'll suspend classroom instruction when spring break concludes this week in response to the pandemic. The university will continue to offer all classes online through April 3rd, with a plan to resume in-person classes at all campus locations April 6th. The university is going to make accommodations for students who do not have access to a computer or internet at their homes. Students are strongly discouraged from returning to campus during this time period. We will have more information from Penn State Hazelton Chancellor Dr. Gary Lawler on tomorrow evening's newscast. An ordinance was adopted in Hazel Township requiring mobile vendors to secure permits. Regulations apply to food trucks and other motor vehicles used to sell edible goods. Food truck owners are not allowed to conduct business in the township without obtaining the permit, which must be displayed in the vehicle. The ordinance also bans mobile food vendors from operating between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. in residential areas. Vendors can apply for a permit at the zoning office and must follow a number of stipulations listed in the ordinance. Supervisors adopted almost identical regulations for transient retail merchants as well. Violators could face fines up to $500 plus costs of prosecution or face up to 90 days in jail. Coming up on Zion Grove's News Choice on this Wellness Wednesday, wondering what a rheumatologist does? Stay tuned for Community and You. And even though parade plans needed canceling this weekend, you could check out a local spring craft fair. Stay with us.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN, and it is Wednesday, which means it's Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends over at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And speaking of Lehigh Valley Health Network, we are at the Health and Wellness Center on the Airport Beltway on location with Dr. Rebecca Sharim, who is a rheumatologist. Now, Dr. Sharim, what does a rheumatologist do?
So rheumatologists treat a wide variety of diseases. Our main diseases are ones that are autoimmune, which means the immune system is attacking the body's self. So some of those diseases include rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, psoriatic arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis. So these are diseases that attack the joints but can also cause a lot of other symptoms too, such as rashes, ulcerations, and things like that. So that's one spectrum of our diseases, and then we also see really anything that affects the joints. So we see a lot of osteoarthritis, which is kind of wear and tear of the joints that can happen really at any age. And so we see that a lot. We also see osteoporosis and anything that causes joint inflammation, such as gout or pseudo-gout as well.
That is a wide range of things that you guys cover. Now, what do your patients, when they come in and they're being treated, what do you usually end up treating them with?
So it depends if there's autoimmune issues where the whole immune system is dysfunctional. We use a lot of medications that treat the whole body. So those are biologic therapies or oral medications that can help with the immune system. For things like osteoarthritis, we're looking at medications that can help with their pain, and we're also looking at injections sometimes. So steroid injections into the knees, the wrists, the shoulders. And we also work closely with physical therapy as well.
Now, with all of these diseases that you're treating your patients for, there is probably a wide age range of your patients in general.
There are, yes. So these autoimmune diseases can come on at any age, as can the joint diseases. So we really see all patients. I'm an adult rheumatologist, so I see patients that are 18 or over. There are pediatric rheumatologists as well, but I really see anyone from 18 up to over 100. So.
And we were talking off camera earlier saying that you guys are referral based mostly. So how does somebody who may be concerned if they might need to see you at some point in the near future, how do they go about getting an appointment with you?
Yeah, so usually patients would go to their primary care doctors, tell them what their symptoms are, and then if it's decided that it's something that perhaps we can help with, they would get a referral from their primary care doctor to see us.
And once they get that referral, they will be coming here to the Wellness Center then, correct?
That's right. Yep. So I'm located right in the Wellness Center on the first floor.
Perfect. Now, is there anything that you want to stress with viewers, about the importance of seeing a practitioner like yourself, or just once they have some concerns, or even when those concerns kind of are to the point where they feel like they do need to see you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always worthwhile to see if it's something that we can help with, to talk about it with the primary, and there's a lot of things that we can help with, so it's always good to have that discussion. And for a lot of our diseases, I think early intervention is best. So if there's any concerns, it's worth talking to your doctor about.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on this Wellness Wednesday.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you everyone for watching this Wellness Wednesday on Community and You. Remember, if you feel like you might need to see a rheumatologist, you can stop on here to the Health and Wellness Center and see Dr. Rebecca Shareem. She will be glad to take you in as a patient once you are referred. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Chura's. Quality vehicle since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Chura's Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
The All One Foundation will be hosting a leadership summit on coronavirus preparedness. Healthcare professionals and public officials will gather at the summit Thursday to address the area's readiness for the coronavirus outbreak. The event, which is not open to the public, will take place at All One, which is a regional leader in healthcare philanthropy in both northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Leaders will present their institutional response and readiness plans while discussing any issues that need addressing. WYLN will have more on the summit for you right here tomorrow night at 5:30. Trinity Lutheran Church in Hazleton will be holding its annual Spring Craft Fair this Saturday, March 14th. The church that's on the corner of Church and Hemlock Streets will be holding their annual craft fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday.
We're going to serve breakfast from 10 to 12. We're going to have sausage, pancakes, and orange juice for $5, and then the hot and cold beverages is extra. Also, we're going to serve lunch from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to have sausage and peppers, hot dogs, homemade ham and bean soup, and hot and cold drinks. It's going to be a nice day, so everybody come out and Like I say, you can have your breakfast and you can have your lunch there. And that's this Saturday, March 14th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Wagner Hall.
The event will be packed with tons of tricky trays, craft vendors, a book sale, and entertainment by All That Dancing to complement that great food. Takeouts are also available for anyone interested. This is one of the church's big annual fundraisers to help keep up with it for not only their congregation, but for the community that utilizes their building as well.
So it takes a lot of wear and tear and use of electricity and heat to provide all these services, and this helps us to defray the cost. So we ask everybody to come out and give us a hand and help us out at our craft fair.
Again, that's this Saturday, March 14th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church in Hazleton. The number to call for any more information or for your takeout orders is 570-454-3492. And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
CARES is a local and family-owned